Today I will be showing you how I made this AAA cinematic inside Unreal Engine using motion capture. But before I do all that, just enjoy what I'm about to show you. Okay, so the whole point of this short film was to showcase the single camera motion capture solution provided by Quickmagic AI. Now, obviously, anything that has AI in its name tends to make people a bit skeptical, right? And for good reason. But these kind of solutions make motion capture possible, make your films possible. And we are not generating anything, we're actually recording ourselves, putting our motion in there, and it processes the motion, makes it into an animation, which is a big thing for indie filmmakers, those who are just starting out or those who just want to make their films on a budget or whatever. It is not even close to generative AI, which I'm totally against, which I don't even want to hear about. In this cinematic, I wanted to tell the story without dialogue. I wanted to tell the story of the Knights Templar returning from Acre in the Holy Land a couple of months after they lost their final stronghold. Now, obviously, so many creative liberties have been taken with this because I just wanted to make one shot, but then it expanded into this short cinematic which tells its own story. So we have the knight walking through the camp is alive. That is what I did motion capture for. Now the main knight, the one walking through the camp, he has a pre-existing animation from a pack I already had, simply to save me time, and obviously because I don't have a big enough room to make a continuous long walking shot. So I just took a walking animation I had, looped it, keyframed it, and just polished it a bit so it looks a bit more natural. Everything else, everybody else you see on screen, all of the Templars, that's me. I did the motion capture for that and it was so fun. And big thanks to Quickmagic for collaborating with me on this cinematic. Now the environment work is one of the most fun things for me to do on a project, and this time was no different. I just love history, I just love this particular period, you know, the 10th until the 14th century. I absolutely love it. I decided to put these guys in France. I just took an old empty room I had with beautifully polished walls, and I just got to work. I did what I thought medieval knights would be doing in a camp, you know, just miscellaneous stuff, animations. This one guy's doing push-ups, this one guy's leaning on a wall, this one guy is brushing the horse. You get the gist. So that was all me, as you can see on screen. It looks a bit silly once you're actually watching it back, but when you see it in engine, when you see it in action in the final cinematic, it just adds so much life to it, and it tells its own story. That is the sort of environmental storytelling and social storytelling which I wanted to convey with this film. And the way you process these animations is pretty straightforward. You go to Quickmagic and you put your motion in there. Then it recognizes you as the person, you tell it which skeleton to assign it to, and it just does its own thing. It processes it automatically. You don't have to do a lot of work after that. Now, the way I wanted to do this is no cleanup. So the motion capture had zero cleanup. I wanted to show it completely raw so you guys can see it in its most original form and decide if it's good for your cinematics. And honestly, I believe for this instance, since I didn't have a lot of time, for the background characters, it's just great. And those passing characters and somebody to fill up the space, it's incredible. And obviously if I had more time, I could have maybe cleaned it up, but for the story I wanted to tell, this is perfect. With Quickmagic, you can literally go from doing your mocap to setting up your scenes within an hour. It is a game changer. Everybody can make their own film now if they have the vision, the patience to learn, and the dedication to execute, because it is not easy. It's hard work. Learning Unreal Engine takes time and consistency. Learning film takes consistency. Learning everything about this takes consistency and its own dedication. So Don't take it lightly. Do use Quickmagic. Use my referral code Filmmaker so you can get some goodies on there. And tag me. Tag me with your work. I want to see what you guys made. One crucial thing worth mentioning is the fact that in June this year, Unreal 5.8 released, and with it, a markerless motion capture solution. Single camera, yes, but it's very good. So Quickmagic has a very strong contender in that one because, well, obviously it's free. It comes with the engine. You guys decide if this is worth your money. Quickmagic is fairly cheap. It starts off at $15 a month, which is, well, it's cheap, but you're limited. You have your credits, you have a limited upload size, and in Unreal 5.8, obviously, you have no limitations there, except the very fact that it's single camera. So there's bound to be jittering and you need to do cleanup, but nothing beats free, right? As much as I love Quickmagic, and it is very good, these two solutions are worth comparing. We are making an Assassin's Creed fan film, and for that we use the multi-camera motion capture solution Meme AI, which is insanely good, but it is incomparable with single camera motion capture solutions. So that is why I didn't even want to mention that, put that into the same category with these two. Quickmagic is fantastic for what it is. Single camera. If your motion is clear, if your video is clear, it will convert it to an animation very well. I wanted to make this a story regardless of the absence of dialogue. The story of defeat, loss, but also hope, paying off with those shots at the end. The Knights Templar historically lost their last stronghold in the Holy Land, Acre, in the year 1291. This is a creative reimagining of a possible return to France by many French Templars, not knowing that only 15 years later they would be falsely accused of heresy and treason against the Church and the King of France. Thinking about it, one day we actually should make that into a proper movie. So right now, as I'm editing this, I realized I forgot to mention a couple of things. Now, our Assassin's Creed fan film is in the polishing stages. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna be starting work with voice actors. The sound designer is working on it. We have a professional film composer who is gonna be doing the original score for the film. I cannot wait to share more with you guys soon. One more thing I want to share is that there will be one more film coming this year. I cannot talk about it. I cannot really share anything about it, but it's gonna happen. And it is a childhood dream come true, honestly. Both of these are. But this next one is an original piece written by me, and I cannot wait to share more with you guys. Do go follow me on Instagram. There's gonna be a bit more casual breakdowns, behind the scenes, and just me talking to the camera. So go ahead, follow the Instagram. See you on the next video on YouTube. Bye bye.